I am Geoffrey in World of Tanks. I saw you last time, that battle with a Hellcat, driven by Ketan Monster. I got his name wrong, sorry for that. He got the Fadin's medal, which is a medal you get when you kill the last enemy tank with the last shot, but he threw away one shot. So that was a little bit sneaky. And just a few days after that, I got this battle with a Fadin's medal. Spoiler alert. The battle was very, very close, as you will see. And I'm playing the Marder 38T, which is one of the, it was my first tier 4 TD. At the beginning I had a 50% cruise, so I had a 33% win rate. And then I moved my SPG, my tank destroyer crews to higher tiers when they got well trained, and now I have a new crew that's on his 4th skill. I've played a lot of battles and I have a better win rate now with this tank.
There is not one of us here who would not gladly suffer death to rid this country of the Romans once and for all. Well, one? Oh yeah, there's one.
I have the Monty Python's voiceover, and there are a lot of people here who would rather not die for their country. Or I wouldn't say they wouldn't die for their country. They tried to die for their country. I don't know. At this level, people are not as experienced. I'm quite fortunate. And to be honest, at any level, I don't think people are very experienced. Sometimes I play at, tier 6 and I plus 2 matchmaking that people are tier 8 tanks. And they have just a few battles. They just bought the premiums. And it's so annoying. It's a game, sure. So are the Olympic Games. So it's football. So it's World Championships. They're also games. Some people will say, oh, it's a game, it doesn't matter. But, you're in a team and you have to consider, people have certain expectations, but the real expectation is chaos. So why was I destroying those buildings? Because if I'm up here, those buildings are in the way if someone's in the cap, and you'll see this is going to turn out to be useful, which, I'll just do it every time, just in case, but this time it's going to be very, very useful. So everyone's going to the right in a lemming train into the town. Some of them are even beelining for the enemy base. Nobody's gone to the left, so we don't know who's on the left. Maybe their entire team is here. Nobody's porting, so I have to do it in TD, which has, has an okay view range, not the best, you'll see. It doesn't extend to 445 meters. But I can also not move very close because I don't have speed, I don't have a turret. Nonetheless, I've spotted someone.
Entirely new strain of sheep. A killer sheep that can not only hold a rifle, but is also a first-class shot.
Oh my god, it's so fun. It's like he is moving backward with at only 20 kilometers an hour. The Knights of Neat. I wouldn't have thought that Monty Python would make a good voiceover for World of Tanks. Somehow he does. So I'm going back to the right because it seems no much coming to the left, on the left.
I should have to ask you to step outside.
Fortunately, this guy is also reversing. Oh, that was I should have. That was a bad idea to use auto aim at such a long distance. These early tiers. I don't know what is the speed of whatever it's called, the shot. Velocity, but it's probably about 800 at best meters per second. It's not very good, if it's that. And I don't have much ammunition in this. It's lucky because originally had something like 30 or 33 rounds. Now, after the rework of the early tiers, it has a lot more. And, you think, okay, you have 45 shots or whatever I have here. I have more than 40 shots. So I think that's enough, to go through a battle. I have nearly 50 shots now in this tank. And you think, well, that's plenty for a battle, 50 shots. So at this point we're even, so I'm not too worried. I don't know what's happening in the city, I cannot see. But I'm thinking, you know, nothing to worry, let's take some shots, why not? So there's no chance of hitting this guy, I just had a few pixels of his tank in view, and with such low gun velocity, I mean, there was no chance. I didn't expect what was going to happen. Okay, 7-7. We seem to be doing okay. Yeah, about plenty of ammunition. And so my teammates seem like intent to just go on the attack. You know, they just go on regardless. They all have light towers. Nobody wants to spot. They just go into the town. They just, you know, brawling with the enemy. You know, the Matilda and things like that. I mean, I find it really strange. So now the battle starts turning around against us. 7 V. So we're 2 tanks down, 3 tanks down. I was taking some blind shots. I had no luck. So I'm going to sit around here because I don't know who's on the left. Someone's advancing from the left. Luckily, the South 40 is going left, the Somoa 40. But I want to be on the safe side. So that totally missed. Okay. Got him.
No, that's not dead, it's rested.
Dead parrot. I got him, but it was very close. So another guy's turned up on the left. Okay, let's take care of him.
Stay where you are. You'd never leave this bookshop alive.
Okay, probably tracked him, probably, I think. Or damaged his engine because he's not moving. And he's dead.
He's dead and never called me mother.
So we're 10v10, so each team has now 5 tanks left. Back to this bush. So from this bush you have the maximum view of the largest part of the battlefield, I feel, while still being safe. You have a view of the base, which is very important, especially near endgame when you know anyone can turn up anywhere. And there was a guy who was spotted there, so I'm thinking, let's shoot at him. You know, we have 5 tanks each, kind of. Okay, we're 1 tank down. So I'm trying to shoot the guy who was in the base. It was very annoying because everyone went to the base. They couldn't spot anyone, and now they're dead. And now, what does the enemy team have, by the way? It's a tier 4 matchmaking. And they have 2 Matildas, which is worrying. And then there's this turret, completely missed. And I still have like 25 shots. I'm thinking, well, it's plenty, but I just can't hit this guy. You know, if someone moves tangentially to your position, you know, to the circle, and they're in a fast tank at this tier, even with a Marder 38D that has a relatively accurate gun, it's so hard to hit, especially at a distance. And it's almost like there's no point at shooting at people who are moving kind of beyond 300 meters if you're this kind of tier. Of course, you know, I'm not realizing that I'm gonna run out of ammunition almost. I mean, I'm down now to 22 shots, so I'm thinking, that's still okay. You know, the enemy has 5 tanks, so there's 4 shots per tank. That's plenty. And so the Somoa has gone over to the other side, and then the Steward has gone to their base. And here's the first Matilda. Full HP. But that's the other annoying thing, you know. I mean, they go on an attack, then they go and kill themselves, and then you see, what have they done? And they haven't done anything to the real heavy tanks. Geoffrey will deal with the heavy tanks.
We want to learn how to defend ourselves against pointed sticks, do we?
That's right. Who cares about pointy sticks? Let's just, What was it? Defend ourselves against fresh fruit. They're experts at that. They've had so many lessons. You know, when I was when I had less than 3,000 battles, I was only playing up to tier 3, and mostly a tier 2, and I didn't go to tier 5 until I had 3,000 battles. Maybe I played a few battles at tier 4 or something. I can't even remember. I think I went to tier 4 when I had 3,000 battles. And then I didn't go to tier 6 until I had 15,000 battles. And now there are people who are playing at tier 8 with premiums that have like 150 battles. Or there was one guy who had 28 battles and was playing top tier. He had bought a premium at tier 8. I mean, you know, the only thing that you can be certain of is total chaos in this game. I'm definitely not doing well with hitting these shots, and I think they're well aimed, but somehow, how did this not hit? I don't know what's going on. It has something to do, that hit, which I thought was going to miss.
That was self-defense!
It was self-defense. So they're capping, and you know, I suppose I have to decap. I don't know how. Why am I moving here? I'm moving so that if the guy moves into the open, he won't be spotted straight away. Now, foolishly, I have decapped. Foolishly, he poked out.
Bring out today!
I mean, okay, the quality of gameplay, it's just, I'm not especially proud of showing this, but the result is going to be so tight. So I'm down to 4 shots, that's all I have. The enemy has 2 tanks, so I have 2 shots per tank. And I really cannot afford to miss any shots, because I don't know how many hit points they have. It's probably just enough, if so. And all my teammates have died except the SPG. I was fairly sure they would all die, to be honest. After a while, it was quite clear that at the end they were just randomly running around. Anyway, got the SPG, so that's something. And I'm kind of moving around here, so if he comes out in the open, I have a short view range, so he won't get spotted straight away. I'm kind of doing it on purpose. So, you know, I'm giving him a chance to come out in the open without being spotted. He'll think, oh, I'm not being spotted, and then he'll walk out in the open. What else can I do? I have to get them out in the open, and they have to be stationary when they're out in the open. I mean, what is the chance of that? Or they have to be moving towards me if they're not stationary. He got spotted, so yeah, that's not so good. He got spotted while he was still in the trench. So at least as I said, I'm quite lucky in the sense that I destroyed those buildings at the beginning. I try to do that. You see, a lot of people, they leave the base and then they carefully meander around any buildings that, you know, oh, I won't destroy this building. There may be some virtual people living there, some pixel families or something. You know, damn it, destroy those buildings. They're gonna be in the way later on. Okay, somehow he got in the base, and because I was moving, he didn't get spotted. And now he got spotted, but he is in cover. Oh, that was not so good. So I have 2 shots left, and the enemy has 2 tanks. What are the chances? I mean, how could have ever anyone imagined it would have come to this? So I spotted the enemy SPG. If our SPG missed, no, it's the Matilda. It's not an SPG, it was a Matilda. Okay, the Matilda spotted me, I guess. Wow, they had a Matilda and a tank destroyer, and we had me and an SPG. The SPG missed, and now the enemy tank destroyer, the Stug, is probably behind this pile of snow and ice. And there he is. And I have one shot. I have one shot. One last shot. Now.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Oh my god. I'm so lucky he hesitated. I think it's because his circle bloomed or something. He probably didn't have a very good crew, or I don't know what he was doing. Also, when you move your gun in this low tier, or in an SPG, it kind of moves around so much. Oh my god, that was just so close. So these are the results from this month. It was the month of November, I think. It was halfway through the month of November when I recorded this battle. And I have 20 tanks. I have 5 tanks in the top 20 at this point, which I thought I was very pleased about this anyway. And most of them are lower tiers, but I have a Yak Panther 2 then in the top 60 or so. And I have a UDES 16, which is a tier 9 tank coming up. And I have a 6% win rate on the UDES 16. It's a funny thing, but I have my highest win rate actually at tier 10. And then I have second highest at tier 9. And then I don't know what is going on, but I assume, you know, the lower tiers, there are so much chaos. I mean, that's the only explanation. Anyway, so let's see. So I reached level 2 in the tank case. I got the Ace Tanker decal. And I got various badges and medals. Ace Tanker, Fire for Effect for causing more damage than hit points on my vehicle a lot more. Bruiser for causing some critical hits. Injuring crew members or something. And then the Fadin's medal for killing the last enemy tank with your last shot. And then Top Gun, 6 kills. High caliber for causing 15%, at least 15% damage than the total hit point pool of the enemy team. Defender for defending the base. And yeah, more than 2,000. So that was a battle. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching.